Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. What's going on, folks? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Of course, this is another installment of the Southern Baller Show. Of course, I have my co-host with me, Coach 67 Sports TV. What's going on with you, brother?
Not a whole lot. How you doing this evening, bro?
Man, I cannot complain, man, at all. And JB, what's going on with you, man?
Same old, man. Enjoying the rest of my weekend, man. Another blessed day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D Weezy already in the chat. Good day, fellas. Appreciate you, man. And Joe Town always supporting. He's probably going to be in the panel, on the panel later. If not, he's probably going to support. You know how you do. Good brother. My brother Brent Fox. What's going on, man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We can't complain, man.
Blessed and highly favored, bro. How you doing?
Doing all right, doing all right.
What's up, B Fox?
What's happening, JB? You doing all right, baby?
Same old, man.
Okay, I hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we got to talk about it, man. But it's going to be on a good note, man. A good spirited note, man. Unfortunately, last night was 5 versus 5. Was Queensberry boxing promotion versus Matchroom boxing promotion, and I must say, it was a good card, good fights on a lot of good fights. I enjoyed everything except for the main event, which everybody know what happened unless you were living under the rock. Our boy Deontay Wilder got TKO, unfortunately, in the 5th round. And it's okay because he said if the results of this fight did not basically if the results that he was looking for did not happen in this fight, he's going to retire. And I believe we all believe that's what's going to happen. So a lot of people making jokes, and I'm going to get into that, especially one person. But we going to get into that. And, downplaying his career. But those, especially the LDBC, shout out to the mighty LDBC. But those who really know what's going on and the history of Wilder, we know this man is a walking hero. Fuck boxing. Excuse my language, but just being frank, this man is a walking hero. Yeah, that's what he was fighting like, D Weezy. Wilder's brain had already retired, but forgot to tell his body. Yeah, that's how he was fighting, man. And you can tell, yeah, it's time to go, man. Salute, Woke. And, of course, the great Big Joe Town, LDBC business in the building. What's going on, man? Joe Town, you on mute, man. He probably taking care of business. But J Bar, salute family and Bomb Squad forever till this day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we just want to appreciate Wilder, man, because he
was the reason why a lot of us got back into boxing.
You stole the words right out my mouth, man. The heavyweight division was dead, bro. Who was it? Chris Arreola, Bermain Stavern, and then Klitschko had his reign, and it was just dead. But then a man named Deontay Wilder, who came off of a beer truck, Budweiser truck, and just started boxing at 19 or 20 or something like that.
Yep, to help his sick daughter. Won a bronze medal in Atlanta. Yep.
Yes, sir. won a bronze medal in the Olympics, and was and not only not having a lot of boxing experience because of the time frame he had, was able with that powerful right hand to become a champion. Now, a lot of people say, well, his record wasn't. Look at the people he fought. Well, those who chose to have selective memory, a lot of the top fighters in that time, especially Klitschko, wasn't trying to fight Deontay Wilder.
The only person who was man enough to fight him was Luis King Ortiz.
Correct.
There was a lot of people was scared to fight him too because he was a left-handed fighter just like Big Bang Zane, and could punch and had a hard punch like Big Bang Zane. Yep.
Big Joe, can you hear
I
me?
think
Yeah, I got you. My bad, fam. I apologize. Salute to the
No,
family.
you good, man.
Salute, Big Joe.
if
But go ahead,
go
JB.
ahead. No, if you listen to the post fight, not the post fight, but the pre fight, when Eddie Hearn and what's the other old dude name with it for Queensberry?
I'm blanking on his
Eddie
name.
Hearn,
Frank Warren?
Frank Warren, yeah.
Frank Warren, right? So when they was building the fight, him and Frank Warren was building the fight. Eddie Hearn basically said the reason why he had Wilder as the captain because um he remember when he was promoting AJ, he had to dim Deontay Wilder's light because he was so explosive. His knockouts were so brutal. That came out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. I mean, I mean, us in the LDBC, we already knew that, but some people who are just casuals or just came into boxing is complaining and bitching about Deontay Wilder's resume, but they don't understand. A lot of people ducked Deontay Wilder and didn't fight him when they were supposed to fight him, including the dude that beat him. Joseph Parker was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder a couple of years ago. So all right, I'm done. Somebody else can go.
All right, I'll pick it up. Y'all can hear me still?
All right.
Yeah, we got you, Brent.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
can hear
bro.
you.
I appreciate it. Okay, testimonial. Just this morning, I actually had a family member reach out to me, and the first thing that they mentioned was that Deontay Wilder was trash. So I had to actually just lay out some facts. The fact is, he did something that he wasn't actually supposed to do. I think that in itself makes him a Hall of Famer in life. Um, the man started boxing at 19 years old, and yes, he did get a bronze medal in the Olympics. But an interesting fact is that 2008 Olympic boxing team had Demetrius Andrade. It had Gary Russell Jr. on there as well.
Right.
None of those gentlemen medaled. He was the only individual to medal from that Olympic team. Um, that in itself should be a testimony. Also, the fact that this man had a 92% KO ratio prior to the Zhang fight should speak volumes to his career. He was one of the hardest punchers in boxing history. Also, to your point, JB, when people were supposed to fight him, they didn't. Um, we'll never know how the AJ Wilder fight would turn out back in 2017 when it was supposed to happen. Um, it was supposed to be one face, one name, but unfortunately, the business side of boxing reared its ugly head, and they just did not want to do it. I think that I think for me with Wilder, it's bigger than boxing. Uh, I I really uh, I really am proud of him, man. He's done some extraordinary things in life as well as in boxing. Um, and he's also his principles that he actually stands on is what actually really did it for me, man. Uh, you know, the still to this day thing, yeah. I mean, there's just not going to be anybody else like him for quite some time. So we need to make sure that we actually appreciate this man and give him his flowers, while he's still alive to smell them. That's all I got.
Facts, facts. And my apologies, fellas. StreamYard was messing with me. That's why there was a brief silence there. Uh, but coach, what is your opinion on Deontay Wilder's amazing career? And I see two of you, so I'm guessing you're trying to get your. Can anybody else hear Coach?
Oh,
Nope,
I can't
can't hear
hear him.
Coach at all.
Because he has two. He has two of his channels up. I guess he's trying to get the audio right. Well, while we waiting on Coach, Big Joe, just what's your opinion on Deontay Wilder's amazing career?
Oh man, Deontay Wilder's career is a definition of the American dream. Everybody loves to talk about the American dream, and a lot of people come from different parts of the world to come to America to live the so-called American dream, and that's what Deontay Wilder did. Only in America you can come off a beer truck to make over 300 to 400 million dollars. You can't do that in any other country. So what Wilder has done in his career is truly remarkable. He started boxing based off the purity of being a loving parent who wants to take care of his daughter. He didn't start boxing because he wanted to make money to drive a Rolls Royce and be a multimillionaire. He started boxing because he simply just wanted to take care of his daughter. And with that, God has blessed him with an amazing career. All the naysayers can say what they want about him being a bum and he's trash and he's nobody. Well, everybody has their opinions, but his record is his record. His 10 title defenses is on his record. His 96% knockout rating is on his record. So, again, everybody says Wilder's a one-trick pony, but like I said on Will's show, that's one hell of a one-trick pony. That's one hell of a trick. So I want to see everybody who talks shit about Wilder find your one trick that's going to generate you 300 to 400 million dollars. So if you can do that, then hey, more power to you. Until then, only thing you can do is just call this man a bum. But this bum ass fighter who happened to win the bronze medal, like you said, on the team of Olympians, who some of them are great professional fighters, like Gary Russell, and also what's the brother's name? Demetrius Andrade. This bum turned out to have the better record out of all of them and has the most success out of all of them. And again, he hopped off a beer truck to make over $300 million in one of the most dangerous sports in the world. Deontay Wilder is designed to be a basketball player. He's not designed to be a fighter. Again, he started boxing off the purity and the love to take care of his daughter's special needs. So again, Deontay Wilder is not only inspiring as a man, he's also inspiring as a fighter, because in this day and age in America, we don't produce heavyweights no more. Heavyweights are not homegrown. Most heavyweights are former football players, basketball players,
Hmm.
or whatever. There's hardly any amateur ranks anymore, especially in professional boxing. So since everybody's saying Wilder is the bum, I want y'all to look around and survey the land. Who is going to be the next great American heavyweight? A lot of folks say it's Jared Anderson. And Jared Anderson say he don't want.
You cut out, Big Joe, and you were cooking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, my tenant's calling me. My bad. Um,
Like,
Everybody says Jared Anderson's the next American heavyweight. Well, then he don't want that. He don't want that reign. Who's the next person? If y'all ain't gonna support Wilder for being American heavyweight, who are you gonna support? Because I don't see nobody else coming up. Wilder is an inspiration, and I wish him all success in the world in his future endeavors. And I love to see him in some action movies. Hell, he might even be in the next Fast and the Furious or the next Expendables. But either way, Wilder's going to be successful because based off the merit and the character of the man that he is, and how much of a good heart that he is, he's always going to be successful. So salute to the Bronze Bomber.
look what D Weezy put in the chat. You don't almost get 50 pro fights as a bum. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's so true. Coach, I'm going to you, man. And I was trying to go to you first, but I was having audio issues, and you were having audio issues, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think you
yeah,
back on now.
yeah. Well, yesterday, you know, recently, let me kind of go back to square one. Recently, we've been having a lot of thunderstorms here in South Louisiana, and today is Kay's birthday, so we were supposed to sing yesterday, but the weather got extremely bad, so on and so forth. So instead of me being able to be at home, being able to watch the fight, I was traveling. I was traveling,
Right.
so I couldn't watch the fight live. I was listening to the brother Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to the brother Blue Blood. So listening to
Shout
Blue
out,
Blood,
shout out.
listening to the fight, and when I heard he got knocked out, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it was like Southern losing to Grambling for the Bayou Classic. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
but after a while, uh, I kind of felt better. Just looking at the success he had during the course of his career. I listened to 7-8 give his post fight reaction, and I'm not gonna lie. After a certain point, ordinarily I would drop through the show all the brothers support. Like the brother Trill Will and whoever else. But I don't lie, bro. After 7-8, kind of, after his post fight reaction, I really couldn't, stomach no more of it. But at the end of the day, bro, he had a successful career. To me, I think the biggest travesty in this whole particular scenario is the business of boxing. Let's be truthful, bro. In his prime, nobody really wanted to smoke with him. AJ ducked him his entire career. And in addition to that, Tyson Fury, come on, bro. Anybody that don't think Tyson Fury cheated, champ, they lying at themselves at this point. And one of the things
Facts.
that kind of irritate me, of course, you got these banana eating monkeys, these coons, these buffoons, these pieces of trash that make me sick. I don't understand why in the day and age, black people like to tear other black people down. It's to the point where white supremacy has done its job to the point where you don't even need to really push against black people. Other black people gonna do it for you. Other black people gonna do it for you. So it's just crazy, and seemed like a lot of people rejoice in the fact that he lost his aim. He got knocked out. Like, these idiots, people like this clown Charleston White who rejoiced when Tyson Fury cheated him and knocked him out. Told me it brought hit such joy to see, this white boy knock out this N-word. And I'm like, bro, like, so, and of course, you got so many channels. And of course, I haven't watched not think one, but you see him in the comment section because even in one even in the interview that he had with 7-8 Sports TV, I need to put salute 7-8. We ride with your champ, whatever. Hey, if you haven't noticed, he's not a champ. I'm thinking to myself, bro, why I gotta be always these coons and these buffoons and these banana eating monkeys? You know, these pieces of trash always got something negative to say. You know what I'm saying? It's to a point, bro. Like black people have been conditioned to hate on each other, be jealous of each other. Nah, some of these same pieces of trash that's essentially coming to Ryan Garcia's defense, that rejoicing in the fact that he cheated Devin Haney and that Devin Haney lost. These same pieces of trash, they was excited and rejoiced in the fact that Zhang knocked out Wilder. But the beautiful part of the whole situation, even though the sport of boxing is a trash sport at this point, and people like Canelo Alvarez and Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis and Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is the reason why the sport of boxing is such a trash sport. And it's not just the fighters, it's the powers that be, the system, the structure of boxing. But at the end of the day, you know, Champ, he came through, he did his thing. You know, not only was he able to take care of his daughter, you know, he's a walking, talking, breathing, living legend. You know, he's an icon. You know, he's a champion of the LDBC. You know, we love him. And of course, without him, the heavyweight division is trash. And just the sport of boxing overall. I mean, really outside of maybe a Spence Crawford rematch. And, you know, based on the way, you know, everybody acted, rejoicing in the fact that Devin Haney was cheated. I mean, not only did Ryan Garcia come in overweight, but he used PEDs. The fact that these buffoons, you know, they coming in Ryan Garcia's defense. I'm gonna be truthful. I think it's to a point where really except for Devin Haney and maybe Spence, maybe Crawford, really I care less about the sport of boxing at this point.
Facts, and y'all cooking, man. And salute to the Lunch Break Hot Take. And this brother also got a boxing channel, Ring Kings podcast with Rodney and the other brothers, man. And y'all check them out, man. I love hearing them talk about boxing. They don't have no bias or anything. And they also know what's up with Wilder too, as well as Fury cheating him or whatever. But back to the topic, man. Like y'all brother said, man, Wilder, we know he wasn't the best technical boxer, but when he was younger and had his explosion, how he set up that right hand was amazing. So obviously last night you could tell it's not there anymore, man. And like Coach said, like Brent said, like JB and Big Joe said, that's why I'm not a fan of Fury, because after that second fight, when that dent was on Deontay Wilder's head, his punch resistance was gone. And I said this on Ill Will show last night. His punch resistance was gone. So I can understand, you know, if Wilder gradually, you know, just declined naturally. But I feel like that second Fury fight, with Fury's tempered gloves, hell, his gloves were tampered with, I think, the first and second fight. No, the first and second fight, not what I think is what it was. After those two grueling fights with Fury, Wilder came out of there not the same. And after Wilder's few fights, we saw it. You know what I mean? And so overall, I'm just glad I was able to experience Wilder and see him just being the champion that he was, and our American champion.
And the man had 10 title defenses.
10 title defenses, which he tied Muhammad Ali. So that's historic. I don't care what you say. And they tried to say that he didn't face anybody. Again, like the brothers just said on the panel, nobody wanted to fight him. Klitschko was dragging his feet. What was the Russian that was ranked that Joshua knocked out? Anthony Joshua.
You talking about Alexander Povetkin?
Povetkin. Yeah.
Povetkin.
Deontay Wilder was going to go to Russia and face him.
But he popped dirty.
He was trying to get the Anthony Joshua fight going. Eddie Hearn was slow with the paper on purpose.
Yep.
Because he didn't.
Eddie Hearn been moving Joshua for years away from Wilder. He said that in the like I said in the build up to this 5 versus 5 card. He said that out of his mouth.
In so many words, man. In so many words, he really did. But we thank you, Deontay Wilder, man. Just enjoy boxing. The state of boxing has been. These folks don't deserve you. Especially, I'm sorry to say, black folks. They don't deserve you. Go out and floss on these motherfuckers, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say this, and we can move on, Jerry. Until boxing has the mindset of UFC fans, we will never. Boxing is going to become a sport like soccer or hockey. Well, people will watch it, but they don't care for it no more. Especially with this Jake Paul. Especially if Jake Paul end up beating Mike Tyson, that's going to have another blow to boxing. So look what happened last night with Justin Poirier when he got submitted. He wasn't made fun of. He was celebrated. Hey, man, thank you for getting in the ring and trying your best, boy.
Hell, Daniel Cormier lost, 2 or 3 times to John Jones. Ain't nobody call him a bum. Ain't nobody say he ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer. Ain't nobody ain't say shit. He said, thank you, Daniel Cormier, for giving us these fights. You're a true legend. And everybody moved on about their damn day.
But you got old white dudes in the ring with microphones disrespecting people like Dominic Brazil because he took a knockout against Joshua, saying, "Oh, I'll never forget this." When Deontay Wilder said, man, yeah, Deontay Wilder was like, yeah, Jim Gray and Larry Merchant. Larry Merchant used to disrespect fighters who had tough fights and were lost, and just be in the ring after the post fight talking crazy. I wanted one of them. In fact, I wanted one of them to smack the shit out of one of them dudes. That's why I love, even though James Toney is a pad cheat, I love James Toney for smacking the microphone out of old boy head. Love him for doing that.
That was hilarious.
Larry Merchant was just a straight racist piece of trash. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. You know, he used to just be a blatant racist. I mean, not even sugarcoating him. I mean, black boxer box. This is boring. Non-black boxer box. This is beautiful boxer. I'm like, bro, like you can't be so obvious with it. And I'm like, come on, bro. That's why the LDBC is needed, bro. Because there's no way, you know, for all these years, at least we got somebody call out the bull crap in the sport of boxing. And that's why boxing is such a trash sport.
Right. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Until boxing has the same mindset as UFC, where they celebrate these fighters for getting in the ring and putting it on the line for y'all, we are not going to get the fights we want. Because if, like some of the brothers have said, like Trill Will have said on some of his shows, if Tank get in the ring with a game fighter like Frank Martin and take a loss, you're going to have a lot of these niggas out here laughing, making memes, instead of saying, hey, man, you lost. Let's see a rematch. I see a lot of that in the UFC. If y'all don't know, one of my favorite fighters is Daniel Cormier, but one of my people I like to watch fight is um, the Black Beast,
Derek Lewis, yeah.
Derek Lewis. He's not the best. He's not technical, but he'll knock your ass out. And he took some losses,
Bad
but he's
losses.
fun to watch. And the UFC has been taking good care of him, so people want to see him again. You'll see old boy. What's your boy? He got a podcast. He got a popular podcast. After the post fight,
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. After every fight, he'll say, "Hey man, we love you, man," um, and he'll tell the crowd, "Ladies and gentlemen, give these fighters some love," or something like that.
Right.
Win or lose, until boxing has that type of spirit, ain't nobody want to watch this shit, man. Because people, that's one thing I say that Floyd Mayweather did um, to the sport, where everybody trying to be perfect, everybody trying to keep their zero,
Mm.
and that's not realistic because you're gonna take a loss. And I'm done, man.
Yeah, and just to kind of piggyback off the whole Tank situation, well, I'm gonna keep it real. I can't speak for none of y'all. Me personally, I hope Frank Martin stops Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a coon. He a buffoon. He another piece of trash. And if he's fortunate enough to get by Frank Martin, he's just gonna go on a bum bash. He's never gonna fight Loma. He's not gonna fight Shakur. He's not gonna fight Devin Haney because of the reason JB said. He doesn't want to be mean. He doesn't want to be made fun of. He doesn't want to be saying, "Hey, I knew he wasn't really nothing. He was bum the whole time. You know, they've been feeding scrubs." He don't want to hear that type. He don't want that type of smoke. And that's why, we was talking about Jared Big Baby Anderson. He another one. He's mentally weak. He's never gonna be an elite level heavyweight. He's soft. I mean, anytime Roy Jones Jr. got to give you a pep talk, and you still not, I can't handle it. That show you his mindset. Dude, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't care nobody. I think Wilder still could beat this boy right now. Because we talking about Daniel Dubois. I think Daniel Dubois has twice as much heart as Big Baby Anderson. Big Baby Anderson is a scrub as far as I'm concerned, with no heart.
That's saying something, Coach, because Daniel Dubois quit.
I mean,
Sure
bro,
did.
truthfully speaking, I'm gonna keep it real. Daniel Dubois should have beat Usyk. If he'd have just kept going to the body, he'd have stopped Usyk. But
He did stop Usyk.
well, we know this, but I'm saying we know the referees in the sport of boxing. Just like last week with Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor, we know Jack Catterall beat Josh Taylor the first time. When the powers that be want you to win, you're gonna win. But the point I'm trying to make is, hey, if Dubois was a dog like that, he should have just kept going in the body. Keep going in the body, keep going in the body. But that's all I got, bro.
But speaking of, go ahead, Big Joe.
No, I'm saying the word of Black Fight Fan TV, the business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing. So we all know boxing is corrupt. We know boxing is run by the mob. Everybody want to act like, boxing is just pure sport. Ain't nothing pure about boxing. Boxing has tribes, and boxing has, and boxing has its allegiances. And one thing that ain't nobody spoke on, which I thought was interesting. All these jigaboos, monkeys, banana eating. I know Planet of the Apes is out, so all y'all is going super monkey now. Y'all it's like the full moon outside. Y'all just gonna be extra monkey. What's sad is y'all monkeys who talking shit about Wilder, y'all the same monkeys who campaigned for Donald Trump, buy his sneakers, and y'all gonna vote for Trump, and Trump gonna be president. But Wilder is a bum and Wilder is trash. But y'all were the same niggas. Y'all were the same apes, the same monkeys shitting on Wilder because he went to go see Donald Trump to pardon Jack Johnson. Y'all were the same monkeys calling Wilder a fool and how can you go meet with Trump? But look at y'all niggas today in 2024. Y'all gonna vote for Trump and y'all buying sneakers. Y'all the same one.
Damn.
That lets you know the state we are as a people. And I'm sorry, brothers and sisters, there ain't no fucking hope for our people. So we can get off the bullshit. If you see a monkey, let a monkey throw some bananas at him and let him do what he gonna do. What they say? What they used to do back in the day? The police used to shoot at them black folks' feet. Dance, nigga, dance. I want to see you dance, nigga. That's what I want to see. So if y'all got some real ones around you, stick with them, because everybody else is coons and niggas. I want to see you dance, nigga. So unfortunately, bro, it is what it
Preserve your
is.
sanity.
Yeah,
you're
brothers like Wilder, EJ, and Devin, they're not celebrated. You know what I mean? Our community, we celebrate the buffoons and monkeys in our community. The Chris
The ones who
Colberts,
perceive themselves
the
as
Chris
great.
Colberts get celebrated. The ones that beat women and the ones that get DUIs and the ones that do crazy shit, they get celebrated. But the ones who stand on business and love being black, they get hated the most. So I'll let you know where we are as a community. You know what I mean? So if Wilder came out and said Trump 2024, all you niggas will love him. But Wilder came out and say to this day, now all of a sudden now he a villain. So that lets you know everything.
That boy said ain't no hope.
In fact, ain't no hope. I mean, every time people celebrating buffoons like this clown, Charleston White, tell him, man, Charleston White keep it real. Man, Charleston White, stupid as far as I'm concerned.
It's funny, Charleston White, he made fun of Wilder for losing the Fury, but his whole stance is that he supposedly killed or beat up a white boy. That's his whole stance.
I mean, I pointed that
You know
out.
what I mean? So
I pointed that out earlier, Big Joe Tumba. I took such joy and watched this white boy knock this N-word. And I'm thinking to myself, man, shut up, you piece of trash. You another one. And people tell me, man, he be dropping knowledge and he be keeping it real. I'm like, a broken clock is right twice a day.
even a crackhead keep it real. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, man,
A crackhead, a dopehead, even a prostitute can keep it real. What's that supposed to mean?
Town drunk can keep it real. Yeah, you're right.
Just a 4-year-old child can keep it real. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I'm tired of that real shit.
Yeah, I'm really ashamed that he's even from my area, man.
Yeah, man. We got
But
him
yeah,
everywhere, bro.
Charleston White even himself has admitted that he's a cartoon character, basically. So he'll find out what agitates people, and he'll go straight to that. So apparently, Deontay Wilder must be important enough for you to target to do something like that. Because if he wasn't important, it wouldn't be worth your effort. The other thing is, real black people, I think, will appreciate Deontay Wilder. Now, what I will say, and I'm sorry, this is probably going to wind up stinging one of my family members, but niggas is the one that's actually doing all this banana shit like he was talking about. People can't appreciate a man doing something extraordinary off principle. He did this off principle. He was trying, like Joe said, he was trying to do something for his daughter. You don't get that far by just being by being trash or some bum or somebody who doesn't have the ability to do something. I just, for the life of me, I don't get that. And then, these same people will turn around and call you man fans and try to belittle you and make you feel bad about the shit. But like honestly, it says more about that person saying that type of stuff than it does about, just them, about the subject that they're talking about.
Facts,
So,
Brent.
right, you're right,
and
Joe.
I just want to, and I didn't mean to interrupt because you shed light on something I was wanting to say.
Yeah.
All black folk hear me, okay? I don't care if it's your friend. I don't care if it's your family member. I don't give a damn who it is, right? If you see somebody support something and they know it's going to hurt not only their people, but just integrity and everything around them, that's who they are. Get the fuck away from them. And if you try to make excuses for them, if you give them the benefit of the doubt and you were shown who they are, you get everything that you deserve. That go for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
salute.
about what Drew had said, like, when Devin unfortunately fought Ryan Garcia, and we know the results of that. Uh, Drew had his show, and he was even saying that people who haven't even contacted him in a while, man, were the first people to actually just reach out to him and be like, ah, ha, 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 Devin Haney lost and all that other shit. I thought about that particular instance because this particular family member of mine, yes, we talk, and we try to make sure that we stay in communication with each other. And to his credit, he's been hating on Wilder for a while. But for him to reach out during a time like that, knowing I support that man the way that I do, yeah, it was kind of
Oh,
like damn, all
bro,
right,
who you telling, man? Like there was this dude the job at the time I was working with. He knew I like Wilder, and he normally don't come up and talk to me normally unless he wants something. So when Wilder lost the first time, he walked up to me talk about something. What happened to your boy, man? I want to take one of the laptops and go so bad and just try to force it down his fucking throat, but
hmm
because like motherfucker, you don't fuck with me like that. Why you come up and tell me? But and it wasn't on some like me and you, Brent. Like I don't like the Steelers, you don't like the Ravens. It wasn't like on some friend like rivalry stuff. It was just that Wilder my boy, and
hmm
you saw him get knocked out. You just want to see my face, my expression, how I would react when you walked up to me and said that. And we was in the place of business. So we was in no back alley somewhere, you know what I mean? You just
yeah,
you knew I had to have restraint. But that's what people do, man. Shout
It,
out to Condo, my brother Anthony Bolton, Trio Will always supporting, man. Good ass channel, man. Uh, D Weezy, man, he said black, white, or any other color today's society, people build themselves up by tearing down others, and hate gets clicks. That's true. It's just that when black folks do it, I just feel like we know better.
No,
All that we went through, we can't afford to do that.
but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what's negative on social media. Maybe it's because I'm a black person, but to me, seem like black people are the loudest and the most vocal. And we talk about. I mean, I know we live in a troll era. We got people like the Paul brothers, people like Charleston White, and truthfully speaking, I'm not gonna even lie. 30, 40 years ago, I probably wouldn't even want even be around these dudes because somebody would have done them something. I promise you, in 1984 as opposed to 2024, somebody would have ended Charleston White. I'm gonna just kind of be truthful, and just to kind of finish off, the brother Brent made an excellent point. I love black people, but I can't stand N-words, and I'm just keep it 100. And all these buffoons and these coons and these banana eating monkeys that you see all across YouTube and all over social media, that's what these are. These are N-words. These are not black people. I love black people. I can't stand N-words.
That's real. That's real, man. That's real. I think Brent had some technical issues. I think he'll hop back on. But yeah, man, overall, man, and folks, the reason why we talking about this, man, is just that Wilder doesn't deserve the hate that he's getting, and the hate he's getting was created by narratives by um, people that don't like his skin and don't like where he came from. And black folks just not all, but most don't get it, don't get that. And we understand why other races have the negative connotations that they do. We get it, we get it. But it's just when with our people, it becomes it's sad. It's really sad. But overall, in a nutshell, man, we appreciate you, Wilder, man. Go ahead and retire. We don't want you sounding like no disrespect, Evander Holyfield or James Tony, like Mushmouth. Just go ahead and retire and enjoy your other businesses that you generated from your hard work and putting your life on the line, man. God bless you, man. Your family, all your kids, your wife, man. We appreciate all that you have done for us, man, and the LDBC. Any final words, brothers?
Yeah. Real quick, I want to respond to the brother D Weezer real quick. The reason why we talking about folks trolling Wilder so much is because black folks don't have unity as one. We don't have unity. Yeah, other folks they may troll they favorite fighter, but it's not to the extent that we do. There, I don't see no Ha Ha Davis of the Mexican community making fun of their fighters. I don't see the Ha Ha Davis of the white community making fun of their fighters getting knocked out. It only happens to us. For example, for the Mexican people, the biggest fighter right now is Canelo Alvarez. The only hate they have on Canelo is that he's not fighting David Benavidez. And even with that being said, his fights still sell out. He's still over 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody really. Some of the legends of the Mexican community might not like Canelo, but is he losing any support? Absolutely not.
No,
I have,
and there's a racial aspect too. They may not like him because
yeah,
he's
because he's
not
light, because
right,
he's lighter.
but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's
it's still
there's
a
several.
base there.
Yeah,
Right.
I know several I have several Mexican friends who go to all of Canelo's fights, no matter who he's fighting. He's fighting John Ryder, Jaime Munguia, or whatever. He goes to all their fights, all his fights. They's like man, Canelo doing some ducking, but hey, that's Canelo. I still fuck with him, and they still support. Still, same thing with Lomachenko. We seen what ESPN did with Lomachenko. They made him undisputed. They made his losses disappear. Ain't nobody trashing Lomachenko. Only person that would make fun of Lomachenko for crying was us. But everybody else, them white folks, when Lomachenko was crying, oh man, he's crying and he wanted to win that for his son. That's so touching. Yes, I feel it for him. So everybody feel it for Lomo because he didn't get the win for his son. But when we say Wilder started his whole career off his daughter, niggas got jokes. So it's not the same. Totally different. So the energy it just ain't the same.
No, it's not, man.
Big facts, Joe. Big facts.
And the condo pretty much just define all what you said. Yep. Yeah. In other words, they support each other and like us. Yes, yes, sir. Unfortunately, that's the fact. But again, it always go back to the white racist power system. I don't like saying white supremacy because anytime you have to manipulate uh, a culture or people to do something, that's not power. That's manipulation. That's demonic.
Man, and to make it even worse, we live in a land of everybody's an FBA, Foundational Black American. We got a lot of brothers who were in the military and they believe red, white, and blue. We got plenty of white folks who are in the military. Wilder was in the goddamn Olympics and won a bronze medal for USA. He's a full grown American from the South. If anybody should get love and respect, it should be Wilder.
Facts.
But when Wilder fought Fury, who did all these? I want to be an American. Who do they all go for? They all went for Fury.
Well, I said that on last week's episode about you sports talk, either the last episode or the previous episode. At the end of the day, when it comes to the America, you go to UK, you go to these other countries, it's all about their country, patriotism,
Yeah.
and so forth. However, in America, it's not about patriotism; it's about race. Now, let's be real. If we know Wilder from Alabama, but if Wilder was white, man, Wilder would be he would be an American hero. And
You know what?
he's going to get somebody from the UK. You figure he's an American. I'm an American. These white people going to support Wilder? Hell no. They wanted Fury to win, and they celebrated and they rejoiced when Fury cheated Wilder. And let's be honest, it was just more than Fury that cheated Wilder. It was a whole system and a whole structure that cheated Wilder.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you know what's so messed up? The reason why they're supporting the Lomachenko. This is why I don't care if anybody gets mad or upset. The reason why, and there's some white folk that support Wilder, but fuck that. We talking about the racist one. The reason why they support the Lomachinkos, the Tyson Furies, when they go against the black fighters, is because they can't generate a champion in America.
But bro,
Think about it.
What do you think Tommy Morris in the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell, we even got Rocky in the Hall of Fame. It's not even a fictional damn character.
But bro, that's the crazy thing about it though. Really, Lomachenko and Triple G and all of these Eastern European fighters, that's pretty much what ran HBO out of boxing. Man, hey, they kept pushing these guys not selling. You know what I'm saying? Man, come on, bro. What the one who got knocked out by Lomachenko? By Canelo. The one that beat up the girl and broke her neck and all that other stuff.
Kovalev.
Sergey Kovalev. It's me, instead again.
Yeah, you pushing this dude, and this dude is not generating no interest, no buzz. That pretty much killed HBO boxing. HBO boxing tried to push those Eastern Europeans so hard, bro.
Hey, but what's sad is the same folks who support Lomachenko over Devin Haney be the same ones complaining how the U.S. is giving Ukraine so much money. Can't be both.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yeah, when you're not consistent, you're everywhere. Yeah. When you consistently fill your heart with hate and prejudice and racism, you liable to be everywhere. If you American, like y'all don't understand. I hope people really understand how the point that you guys are making. And I really didn't intend to be this long on this subject, but I just let y'all cook. You people are so racist, especially the red, white, and the blue folks. I'm proud to be American folks. You contradict yourselves when it comes to supporting U.S.-born Alabama or whoever from America. If their skin is not the right color, you rather support the Ukrainian or the UK or one of them stands over there in the Georgian mountains. And it's let me put
it's sad.
Rocky is in the Hall of Fame, but not Apollo Creed and Clubber Lang. It's not.
Yeah.
But get the man. I'm gonna leave this up for a little bit and let that marinate. What Anthony
And Rocky is a character of a man who getting his ass whooped and had to get help from a black man to win his fight.
Joe Frazier still don't have no statue on Philadelphia.
Nope.
And shout out to the LV, the one LVZ. He talks about how it was funny. I didn't even think about this. How Apollo, a black man, had to teach Rocky to beat another black man.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn."
Yeah, bro. It's a cold game out here, dog.
And that's the thing about it. Don't you Rocky is more celebrated in the city of Philadelphia than Joe Frazier is. Like, that's crazy. Joe Frazier was an actual heavyweight champion.
Rocky got a big ass statue too.
I mean, Joe Frazier whooped the greatest ass when they first fought.
They beat Muhammad Ali.
Ali's ass.
So perfect. I'm glad you said that because Deontay Wilder is a bum, but Tyson Fury has a statue of him knocking out Wilder in the UK. But then we have Joe Frazier who actually beat Muhammad Ali. Where's his statue at?
And Joe Frazier was not a coon. They tried.
I don't know.
They tried to go to his side because he was fighting against Muhammad Ali.
That's all that was.
He got Muhammad Ali's license back. What you mean?
He helped, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was amazing what Joe Frazier did. So that's my own. I love
And
Muhammad Ali, but
and that's the
that's my only
and
fuck.
that's
That's my only fuck.
and that's
Go
the
ahead.
unity that we used to have when it came to black folks. Shit like that.
But
That's
yeah,
what we talk. That's what we talking about. We ain't got that no more.
yeah, but that's the only thing. My only critique on Muhammad Ali is the the bullshit he put Muhammad Ali. Excuse me, Joe Frazier.
Uh,
Calling him names. You don't call no other black man monkey and gorilla in front of. You don't do that, man. Especially the man that helped you back in the boxing. But he apologized about that, even though Joe Frazier still took it personal. But that's bridging in the water, man. Both of them black men were great.
mm.
Um, but I kind of say these white people are so desperate to have the image of themselves of being superior that they put a white fictional character in the Hall of Fame among real. Yes. Imagery means everything.
Oh yeah.
Imagery means
Oh yeah.
anything, and a lot of black folk take that for granted.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. That's true. But fellas, I'm gonna move on because I have to cook. I have to cook on. I have to cook on the next topic, man. Any last things about Deontay Wilder, this great brother?
Nah, we cooked it up, man. It's ready. It's ready to
Yeah,
serve.
yeah, we didn't cook it all the way up. Shout out to the bronze bomber, man. Congrats on your wonderful career. You exceeded expectations. Enjoy time with your family, and I'd love to see you in some action movies, bro. Be good to see you in Expendables or Fast and the Furious or whatever. If I see Wilder do Shakespeare, I'm gonna be there, goddamn it.
And niggas be like,
Facts.
Wilder ain't that good. This is just the truth. And niggas want you to support their rap career, and you want to
Hey,
listen, support my record,
hey,
and nigga, you trash though.
hey, Wilder's a bum, but y'all be the same niggas listen to Andre 3000 play the flute and say he a genius. Get the fuck out of here, man. That nigga sound garbage on that
Damn.
flute. I'll be the same. Oh, Andre 3000 killing this flute, nigga. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that's
Talking about some water in the movie, but they went to support. Was it Victor Ortiz or something? Whatever his name was, the one that Mayweather knocked out.
Oh, yeah. Damn, what's his name? Yeah, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah,
That is Victor Ortiz.
yeah, Victor Ortiz. Yeah.
But hey, look, I just want to say, Deontay Wilder, you are celebrated here and appreciated here, and thank you for showing us not only an example of boxing greatness, but just character greatness as a man as a whole, as a black man as a whole here in America. So again, thank you, Deontay Wilder. That's it. That's all for me.
facts. And Anthony Rose said, "Joe, ease up on 3,000, man." Oh, that's hilarious. But moving on. Now, my rebuttal on Shannon Sharpe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
His take on Wilder was very flawed. Love his show. I appreciate the good content, but I'm sorry. There's some things that have to be corrected. Okay. All right. Here we go. Matter of fact, let me unshare this and make sure I share with audio. I think I did.
Fair
Yeah,
use
I don't even
YouTube.
think I watched this one
Fair
because
use
I knew
YouTube.
what.
Fair use YouTube. Let me know when y'all can see it.
Oh, you gonna make me hear this? Oh Lord,
Oh yeah,
man, I want it. All right, go ahead, brother.
Yes. So this is because I got I wrote down timestamps. So this is him kind of making fun of Wilder, how he got knocked out. Let me know
when
if
you
y'all.
get hit, the one thing you have to do is remain relaxed the best way you can. And if you can, grab, lock up until you can recover. And he just wasn't able to do it.
He did relax. Did you see how he went down? He was so relaxed.
Man. Come on,
The man laid him down.
come on. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
You got a baby. What's up, Peanut? What's her name?
French
What's
fry.
the baby name?
French
fry.
Yeah.
You know, when French fry sleep, how you lay her down in the bed to make sure
Yeah.
Did you see how he fall? Did you see how he fell?
Yeah.
Now, did y'all hear that?
Yeah. I mean,
So
if it was so goddamn easy, get in there with him.
Not just
Get in
that.
there with him, Shannon.
What wasn't?
Get in there with him, Shannon.
Facts. Wasn't he complaining about people making fun of him and calling him gay and stuff like that? Just saying, keep that saying. I mean, is this show?
I mean, he was ready to fight Mike Epps. He say he don't like nobody playing with his name. That's what he always say. I don't want nobody playing with my name. That's what he said.
I'm just saying, keep that same energy. Let's
He's
go.
probably gonna say some bullshit like, "Oh man, I gotta call it down the middle. I gotta call it down the middle. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong." None of us want to hear all this.
Now, facts. Now, this is the part where he's trying to say that Wilder's not a great. Let's go.
Get that. But I'm not looking at him as an all-time great heavyweight like we look at Ali, like we look at Larry Holmes, like we look at Lennox Lewis, like a Holyfield, or I don't look at him like that.
Okay, but are you not looking at him like that because his record is tremendous and some of the people you name have losses as well?
Yeah, it's not about the losses.
Is it because the way his career ended or the way it's ending right now, which is why I said he should do another fight to finish on top instead of going out with a loss?
Ocho, all those other guys,
yes, sir,
they had Olympic experience. You look at the guys that I've mentioned. You look at Foreman, or even though Foreman was a heavy puncher.
Yes, sir.
Foreman won the gold medal in '68 in Mexico.
Yeah.
Ali won the gold medal in.
Right.
Excuse me. Foreman won the gold medal in '68 in Mexico City. Ali won the gold medal, if I'm not mistaken, in Rome. And I think Joe Frazier won the gold medal in '64 in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me, but I think I'm right in that situation. If you go back and look at the heavyweights, they had amateur experience.
Yeah.
So you learn how to put punches together because the likelihood of you being able to knock, I mean, it happens, but they got on headgear. Right. So now I got to put punches together because the judge is looking at how well you throw your punch.
I'm gonna stop it right there. So,
yeah,
thank you, Will. So this is why this environment I created. Even if you wrong, we gonna give you grace. But when you talking with conviction and matter of factly and still wrong, then we gonna get on your ass, right? So basically, he was trying to say that Wilder didn't go into the Olympics or have an amateur background. Everybody on this panel know that's incorrect. Look what Will just put in the chat, which everybody knew, who Wilder fans knew. Wilder won a gold medal in 2008. He had not much, but he had amateur background and won a bronze medal in the Olympics. All right. Let's go him talking about his record.
Right. We look at Evander Holyfield.
Yes, sir.
He beat Mike Tyson.
Yes,
he beat Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe beat Holyfield. Look at Lennox Lewis. Right. You look at who he beat. You look at Ali. You look at Frazier. You look at Foreman. You look at the Klitschko. You look at some of the people that they beat. You says, okay, when we go back and we look at his resume, who on Wilder resumes we gonna say, wow, yeah, he was a good fighter and Wilder beat him? Who are we gonna look at on his resume?
Oh, that's a casual thing.
The reason why we give Floyd and we give.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. So we just explained why in the last topic, talking about praising Wilder, why the names that should be on his record aren't on there. because everybody feels the right hand. All right, so we I know Big Joe, you didn't want to hear that, but I want y'all opinion on listening to.
Bro, I gotta go first, bro. I gotta go first.
Go ahead.
All right. First and foremost, let me give this disclaimer. I like nightcap with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco. But let me call a spade a spade. Them two don't need to talk about boxing at
Thanks.
all. At no point. Just the reason being, I listened to when they talked about Ryan Garcia, right? And Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson talked about how, based on what I saw, I think Ryan would have beat Devin even if he wouldn't have been on PEDs. So he came in 3 pounds overweight and he tested positive for PEDs. How do we know? Do we know if Devin Haney would have been able to take that level had he not tested positive? We don't know, because guess what? One, he came in 3 pounds overweight, and in addition to that, he was on PEDs. So you keep saying, well, they need to run it back. Why am I going to run it back and you cheated me? Like, you could have ended my life for all I know. So why would I give you another opportunity to get another payday and you're going to blatantly cheat when they have no accountability for your actions? So first of all, that made Chad Johnson look stupid. Then Shannon Sharpe, he come here, well, all of these people want gold medals. Well, like the brother Trill Will said in the chat, Wilder won a bronze medal in 08. That's first of all. Second of all, you're talking about his resume. He don't know the fact that Anthony Joshua ducked Wilder like the plague his entire career. And I'm going to be honest with you, 7-8, I hate to do this. For a long time, I was in support of Al Haymon. I was in support of the PBC. Let's keep it real. At this point, PBC just might as well have been Matchroom. It might as well have been Top Rank among these other promotional companies, because they operated the same way. They'll give you all Mexican card, but on Juneteenth, they wouldn't give you an all black card. Now, you're supposed to be a black promoter. Why not give us an all black card? Why not, give your black fan base something to support? But more than anything, the way they handled that situation, instead of feeding Charles Martin to Anthony Joshua, if Wilder and Martin would have fought, guess what? Joshua wouldn't have got his hand on that belt, and then Joshua wouldn't have been able to play the politics he played, getting all these other sanctioning bodies to give him belts with Klitschko, and then he avoided Ortiz, and then he said, well, hey, Wilder, why don't you fight Ortiz? And Ortiz and Wilder fought, but for the most part, all of these other champions, Charles Martin included, Charles Martin didn't fight Wilder, Anthony Joshua didn't fight Wilder, Klitschko didn't fight Wilder, even though I know some people going to be like, well, hey, guess what? What the boy name is who beat Zhang and beat Wilder? He was a WBA champion. He beat Wilder. Well, when Wilder was in his prime, he didn't want no smoke with Wilder either. Who he fought? He fought Anthony Joshua. So the point I'm trying to make is, yeah, Wilder might not have the greatest resume in terms of having all these other fighters on his resume, but guess what? All of them ducked him, and the one that did fight him, I watched the first fight back, like recently, and bro, I don't understand why all of these people saying he won the first fight. All Fury did was a lot of fainting, a lot of jittery motions, and he didn't do nothing. He got knocked down twice. He lost the fight. I don't care what nobody say. And I know people gonna be like, "Well, coach, you biased." You damn right I'm biased. But guess what? Wilder won the first fight, and Fury cheated him in the second fight and the third fight. So other than that, all right, what other big names? All these other guys ducked him. They didn't want no smoke. Yeah, Parker beat him, but guess what? When Parker and Wilder were both in their prime, guess what? Parker didn't want no smoke with Wilder either. So at the end of the day, Shannon don't know nothing about boxing. Him and Ochocinco, they need to stick to football. When they got Gilbert Arenas on, they could talk about basketball and just stick to that. Because other than that, when they come to boxing, they don't know a damn thing.
JB, I'm coming to you.
Yeah. Well, Shannon need to go somewhere and sit down on this one. Just totally not true. And and my thing is right. There's time. There's been a lot of time for you to sit down, do your research, um, get all the facts straight. Right. Having a show like that, right? He ain't like us where everybody we everybody on here work 9 to 5, got businesses. So we're just talking. So most of the stuff we're saying is accurate, and we might have to do some research. But the money and the platform that they got and the influence they got, they should be able to do the research. You should know that Deontay Wilder medaled. Okay, he was a Olympian. Okay, and that's just to me. They just sitting around listening to people's perspective that's not correct. So, I mean, I agree with Coach. They need to talk about basketball and football, and if they is going to talk about boxing, they need to do more research on the sport.
All right. Brent, I'm going to come to you. What's your thoughts on what we just heard from the nightcap?
I'm pretty much known for my long-standing patience. But what I do not have patience for is blatant ignorance. Uh, Much to JD's point, the nightcap crew has it has a team of researchers and statisticians that could have easily brought up the fact that Deontay Wilder was the only boxer on the U.S. Olympic team of 2008 to actually even medal. He also had the least experience. None of that was brought up. And the fact that he would probably hail Mike Tyson as a Hall of Famer and not Deontay Wilder is also very ignorant. Um, when he's trying to go down the resume and say that, oh, well, name somebody that, hey, he was pretty good. You don't get to a professional level and be in contention to fight for belts and not be any good. He has beaten guys like Chris Arreola. He has beaten guys like Dominic Brazil. He has beaten guys like King Kong Ortiz twice. And at that particular point in time, nobody else wanted to fight Luis King Kong Ortiz, including Anthony Joshua, to the point of dope. Um, but yeah, the ignorant lay statement was the reason why I did not want to even look at or click on that particular show because I knew he was gonna say some bullshit, and didn't disappoint. He didn't disappoint. I tell you that. So now I think it's my obligation to go to his comment section and straighten all of that out. He is a football Hall of Famer, but apparently he is a casual boxing fan. Um, you know, he didn't even have this energy for when Fury damn near got knocked out by a former cruiserweight with Usyk. It was just, well, he just didn't do well this time, and it wasn't no rockabye baby bullshit like he was doing with Deontay. And then, I'm sure he's gonna come back and be like, well, this wasn't about no race. I'm black too. You can't be doing that to me. My grandmama said, I don't want to hear all that shit.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
this is shit that I'm passionate about. So I don't mind getting my ass whooped if I talk to him face to face about it. But it just all equates back to it's so easy and so convenient and so entertaining to tear somebody else down and look like you, rather than get on somebody else's ass and then all of a sudden you controversial. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with all that. I'm sorry to be cussing that much, man, but I'm very passionate about this, and to see somebody like Shannon Sharpe, who I try to hold in high regard, do something like that. Yeah, it really, that ignorance shit really makes me mad. Like, That really pisses me off.
Yeah, man.
Whoever else got it, man. I'm done.
I'm about to go to Big Joe. I want to say him for last, but Anthony Bolton said maybe and Ocho should let his fiance Real talk about boxing because they don't know shit. Dang. D Wizzy said reporting in the mainstream media is about how do we get clicks. Yep, factual information is pushed aside if it doesn't get those clicks. Yeah. Oh, so that makes it even worse. So, people don't like Deontay Wilder like that. So, giving a negative connotation, they're going to get you clicks. Yeah. Big Joe, I wanted to save you last. What is your thoughts on what you just heard? I know you didn't want to watch it. Me so bad. I had to put it as a topic. You got the floor, my man.
Well, like I said earlier, the movie The Planet of the Apes is out, so the monkeys is gonna be monkeying. Unfortunately, I am not. Brother Brent's a full moon outside. You know what I mean? So
I got you, brother. I got you.
I am not surprised by Shannon Sharpe's take. Because this is not the first time Shannon Sharpe has talked down about a black man. I mean, literally for damn near 2 years straight, he was shitting on Russell Westbrook with Skip Bayless. He had the same vigor and the same anger he had for Westbrook is the same thing he got for Wilder now. Remember, he called him Westbrook and turnover machine and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And ever since then, they all blame Russell Westbrook for why the Lakers were losing. Russell Westbrook is gone, and they still losing. So I guess it ain't his fault then, huh? So, anyways, regarding Wilder, I'm gonna try to hold this in and keep it right. You can talk about his resume all you want and say how his resume is trash, but dear Shay Shay, dear Unc, them white folks don't think his resume is trash. Because if he's trash, they want to put a fucking statue of him getting knocked down in the UK. Fury beating Wilder is Fury's biggest win. It's not over Klitschko, it's over Wilder. So if Wilder is a bum, then Fury beating Wilder don't mean shit. Because why would you put a statue of you knocking down a bum? Because you're supposed to knock down a bum, right? But then again, I don't expect anything from a casual boxing fan who just, as Uncle will say, I don't know everything, but what I know a lot. And when it comes to boxing, bro, that's bullshit. So let's speak on all the folks that actually ducked Deontay Wilder. If Wilder actually fought this guy, his resume would actually be impeccable. He's supposed to fight Klitschko, duck. He's supposed to fight Alexander Povetkin, PD usage. He was supposed to fight Andy Ruiz literally last year. Andy Ruiz won $20 million, so just in case he got his head knocked off, he can pay medical expenses. That's a duck. He was supposed to fight AJ. AJ ducked his ass for 5 to 6 years. AJ ducked Wilder so bad, even though Wilder lost, he still didn't want to fight. You dig what I'm saying? So if you add them
as well,
even Dillian White ducked Deontay Wilder. So if you add those names to Wilder's resume, his resume would be impeccable. But again, Fury wouldn't even have Wilder on his resume if Wilder didn't resurrect him. So if it wasn't for Wilder, let's keep it real, Tyson Fury probably would have killed himself. Remember? Almost killed myself. Drove me Ferrari off me bridge. You dig what I'm saying? Wilder pretty much saved and resurrected Tyson Fury's resume and resurrected his career. But Uncle Shay Shay, I wouldn't expect you to know that because you're a casual fucking boxing fan.
Period.
So you have, all these antics. Oh, Ocho, hey, Ocho. You see how he hit the ground? Ooh, you do all that monkey shit for clicks and views. That shit's cool, but you're not a real fucking boxing fan, bro. So You can speak on Wilder's resume. Wilder's the first ballot Hall of Fame, whether you like it or not. And as somebody who's in a Hall of Fame, I would think you would show more appreciation for somebody who's actually black and from the South and stand on business like you say that you do. Because you say you stand on business, right? It don't seem like it to me. So regarding Wilder's record, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's exactly why Lamar Jackson don't fuck with.
Hey, I mean, so again, I understand you running a channel. I understand you got to do some monkey shit to get your clicks and views. I understand that shitting on Wilder and shitting on Devin Haney, get you all the attention that you're looking for from them other people. But hey, bro, if you're gonna say Wilder ain't shit, well then Tyson Fury's resume ain't shit because his biggest win is against Deontay Wilder. So, so you can't have it both ways. Tyson Fury can't be the Gypsy King, and Deontay Wilder can't be a bum. It can't be both. So you don't get 10 straight. You don't get 10 straight title defenses if your career is trash. And if his career is trash, then Klitschko's career is trash because he fought number of bums his whole career because there was no good fighters during his time. But nobody wants to speak on that though. Boy, you see that boy Klitschko? Woo! See that boy Klitschko? Woo! Yeah, all that shit. So Ocho, Ocho, you see that boy Klitschko? Woo! Yeah, all that dumbass shit. You were the same nigga up there with Yak and the goddamn with a stocking cap on your head with black and mountain in front of that white man doing that same shit, and nobody ain't say nothing.
And disrespecting him on national television.
So I really don't expect none less from Unc. But anyways, we love Shannon. We want you to succeed. But when it comes to boxing, don't say shit like you don't say shit about hockey. You don't know shit about hockey. That's why you don't talk about it. So keep it in the same realm, my brother. And also, since if Wilder's resume ain't shit, wait till Tank Davis lose. They gonna tear that shit apart too.
Boy.
Oh, hey, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I owe Shaq an apology. Yeah, you were right. Shaq must have knew something. Shaq was like, I knew how you got what you got. Clearly, that's how you got what you got.
Damn.
So Shaq knew something we didn't. So yeah, you did right to defecate on him, Shaq.
Absolutely. Also, just a little bit of insert. If Tank keeps going the way that he's going, he's gonna lose to somebody he shouldn't be losing to.
That's true. And don't get me wrong, I don't like Tank Davis' character, but he a monster in that ring. So if he ain't focused, then somebody will get him. That's how it usually goes.
Man, I hope Frank Martin stop this boy. Man, F Tank Davis. Hey, he another coon and buffoon trying to use that Floyd Mayweather playbook, prop up Ryan Garcia so you'll win against.
Yeah, that was weird as hell. You
on Devin Haney. Yeah, hey,
you were talking shit to Ryan.
Knock him out.
You were talking shit to Ryan. Then when Ryan faced Devin, it's like you was trying to kiss his ass or back him up. That was weird as hell.
Yeah, as much as I like Tank Davis, I have to question his principles because he's supposed to be a Muslim. He's supposed to be a Black American Muslim. And, when you see your Black American Muslim brother go down, even a minister was like, you shouldn't be laughing at people when they fall down.
Brent. When you look at the presser, it says Javante Davis versus Frank Martin. There's no fucking Wahid nowhere. But all these tank tards were like, oh, you gotta call him Wahid because he's Muslim now. That's Wahid Davis. But nowhere else it says Wahid anywhere. And it's GTD Promotions, right? So why come it don't say Javante Wahid Davis on there? You don't see it.
Just because you don't eat pork for a couple of weeks don't make you Muslim, nigga.
Oh boy, come on.
For real, come on, man.
That's his fact.
Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony Bolton. Hey, Ocho. I get them blue diamonds. Ooh, I get them the blue diamonds. Boy, I be harder than a railroad spike. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's Unc for you right there. Yeah.
Look what a condo put. He
That
said,
was
man,
a
he said, man, F Tank Davis. This coming from a Muslim himself. Facts.
Ooh.
He
Okay,
said
so
he ain't a real Muslim.
A condo been a Muslim since he was a child. If anybody just speak on Islam, it's that brother right there.
Yeah, real deal.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
He ain't no flyby Muslim. That's a real Muslim right there.
you know,
He said Unc to be talking about blue diamonds though to other men. By the way, dang, I'm just saying he ain't gay and well, you know, in my opinion, but he's sassy. Yeah. He was on 10 when he was coming after the comedians when he was making fun of when you expect everybody to laugh when you talk about Deontay. I just keep that same energy, man.
yeah.
But y'all, I just have to fit this in. We were just talking about Wilder. Anybody watch? But we already talked about the Zane versus Wilder fight. You can fit that in if you want. But what was your take on the whole card? Any certain fights that caught your eye or you enjoyed?
Man, I did not get to watch any of the card at all, brother.
Well,
I'm not going to
for
pull no
example,
Shannon Sharpe and start talking about things I don't know about.
Shit, I got you.
Facts.
Huh?
Facts.
Well, like I said, I was driving through a thunderstorm, so no, I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see it. I just listened to Blue Blood. Shout out to brother Blue Blood Sports TV. You know, I just listened to him give play-by-play while I was driving through the thunderstorm in Baton Rouge.
Well, me and JB can tell you. Wait a minute. Did Big Joe?
I saw the whole thing, brother.
Go first, brother. Go first.
Oh, you know I watched that card. Ooh, I watched the whole thing. Yeah. No, man, it was a beautiful thing. Shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh. You know what I mean? AKA King Turk, AKA the face of boxing.
Yes,
you dig what I'm saying? So this 5-on-5 concept was genius.
It was.
And when he does the USA versus Mexico thing, that's gonna be genius too. This card brought me back to like high school days. I don't know if y'all remember back in the days they used to have the hoop it up tournaments that be in everybody's city and whatnot. That's what it kind of reminded me of. You got your team and everybody got the camaraderie. Matchroom versus the zone. You know, it was the build up was dope. The cinematics was dope. Turkey Al-Sheikh is that dude, man. He has a vision and he's executing it. He's putting all these boxing folks to shame, which is why now on the PBC you getting Benavidez and Tank on one card now. You couldn't do that before. You don't think all these other establishments like Amazon and all them other folks, they ain't paying attention to what Turk is doing? Y'all just can't get by with the regular stuff no more. You got to put in your best, baby. You know what I mean? That's why PBC is only doing pay-per-view only. You dig what I'm saying? But I love the card. To me, the best fight on there was Ford versus Ball.
Yes,
that was a phenomenal fight. Those two I think they were featherweight. Man, they were scrapping the whole fight. I mean, I had it a draw personally, but I understand why they gave it to Ball. You know, because he was applying pressure, and you know he seemed like he was the more active fighter. But to me, that was the highlight fight on the card. If I had to pick a second one, I'd probably say Daniel Dubois versus Herkovich, because Herkovich, the whole buildup was saying, "Oh, Daniel, he's nothing. I beat him in sparring 3 years ago. This is going to be easy work. I'll smash him." Next thing you know, your eyes are swollen. They had to stop the fight because your ass can't see. So much for Daniel being easy work, you know. So shout out to Daniel. He came through a lot. He went from quitting to everybody saying your sister is the best fighter in the Dubois family, to you getting, you know, almost beating Usyk, and then you had Big Gravy Miller calling you stuttering Stanley and all that kind of shit, and here you are now. You went through the fire. I ain't gonna say you're gonna beat AJ, but you have a better chance to do it now than you did several years ago. So I love the concept. Shout out to Turkey Alice Sheik, so I can't wait for the next card he put on.
All right, good take. JB, what was your thoughts on the 5 foot versus 5? What was a fight that caught your eye? You was interested all the way through.
I agree with Town. The Ball versus Ford. I had Ford winning by 2 rounds. I think it was close. I think Ball did win like the first 5 rounds, and then Ford came on strong at the end, especially the last couple of rounds. He hurt Ball. Ball did show that he was the game, but his legs wasn't there. And I thought Ford did enough to win, especially showing that even though Ball gave constant pressure, Ford did break him down and hurt him. It was a good fight. I wasn't mad at that they gave it the Ball. It was a good fight. Both of them dudes fought hard. As for the second fight, like you said, the Triple D and Flip fight, Flip got the brakes beat off his ass. He thought within the first 5 rounds he was gonna just touch the boys up and he was gonna fall, and that didn't happen. And when Daniel was still there, he had no comeback, and Daniel started putting them flip flops on him. In the words of Trill Will, and that was it. And then, my boy Ammo Williams fought that big ass dude.
Hamza Shiraz, yeah. Shiraz.
Yeah, he couldn't. I like the hard. Ammo did hurt him. I think in the second round, he hit him with a hook and sent him flying into the rope. After that, Hamza adjusted and started beating the shit out of Ammo. And then Bivol won. He got hit with a couple of good hooks and good counters by old boy, and then Bivol turned into the
that Russian shit kicked in.
He turned into a Russian Super Saiyan and started beating the shit out of Malik. And then, of course, our boy Wilder, man, I saw what he was doing, man. He was doing something smart. He was doing what I saw what he was doing, and the only take I agree with was Champ side. Champ side had a good take on it. But Wilder, Wilder used to do this in multiple fights where he blind you with his left hand and then come with the right, but he couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't throw it with the same velocity like he used to.
Flinching too much.
Flinching and not sure of himself, and he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Who y'all think win between Better Beef and Bivol?
Well,
a lot of people say I'm crazy, but I got Beaver. If he can stay away from getting hit flushed by Better Beef, I think Beaver outboxes.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coach.
I got Bivol too. I got Bivol winning that fight. I think he could outbox me myself.
I would say Bivol now because I had a meniscus injury my senior year, and that's nothing to play with. You gotta have it to heal properly. And
that take time. That take a lot of time too.
Before that, I would have said Better Beef. The Better Beef is a monster. He just break your shit down. He'll just break your shit down and keep coming. It's like he likes to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So before that, the meniscus tear, I was just seeing in my head that no matter what Bivol threw at him, he just gonna hit him. I'm gonna break your ribs, nigga. I'm gonna hit you in your shoulder and break your shoulder. But with them knees gone, one of them knees gone, then that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because I believe the fight is set for October. So from your experience, JB, do you think that's enough time for his injury to heal to be ready for October and also go through training camp and moving around and everything? We think about that?
It should, man. They should have the proper, the doctors to get the knee strengthened and do proper workouts. And is he still gonna have the same pop in his punches? You know what I'm saying? So and it's like, man, because my senior year I did a Chris Johnson. I played my whole senior year with a torn meniscus, and I didn't have the same get off, the same explosiveness. So he's doing the right thing by uh, pulling out the fight because he don't want to give a person like Bivol the advantage. So I think it'll be good. But that age, I ain't know Bivol better be that old, man.
Yeah. Well, man, to be honest with you, I haven't really seen too many Bivol fights. First time I actually seen Bivol fight was when he fought Canelo. And then when I saw him beat Canelo, I had to do some more research on him. And then watching him yesterday, he took a lot of unnecessary shots from the guy. I understand he was training for better beef, and then he fought a last minute replacement, so he didn't really know the guy that well, and he was kind of getting touched up a little bit, So and how he was getting touched up, you can't do that against better beef, because them punches really hurt. You can ask Anthony Yard, So I think Bivol is more athletic. I think Bivol has been more active. And then like JB said, I think this meniscus tear is definitely gonna play a factor, but I would not be surprised. I got a 55-45 Bivol, but I would not be surprised if better beef if that punching power, it might do a lot of damage to Bivol. And word is some folk thinks that, better beef might be cycling on and off. Some folks say this meniscus tear is a little suspect-ish. Dig what I'm saying? I mean, Fury was supposed to fight Usyk at a certain time. All of a sudden, he got injured. Everybody was saying Bivol was ducking better beef. Then all of a sudden now, better beef is injured. So I don't know. That's just what I'm hearing. So, but I got Bivol. I think it's a 55-45 fight.
All right, and the reason why because Bill like he's technically sound, so the punches he was actually getting hit with was actually good boxing by Zaid. It just once Beaver figured Zaid's style out, like he started piecing him up. The reason why I picked Better Beef, no, excuse me, Bivol to beat Better Beef, I should say, is that I seen Better Beef get rocked by Callum Johnson in 2018, where Better Beef was like rocked and he had to get up off the canvas. He was like, like on Dream Street, but he shook that shit off and knocked Callum Johnson off in the fifth round, out in the fifth round. So he human. He's also he's not just a a puncher that goes in and just tries to run you over. He does set his shit up. He throws a little boxing into his style. So it's not like he's not
Rock'em sock'em robot.
Yeah, he's not a rock'em sock'em robot. But I think Beaver's style may give Bitter Beef issues and frustrate him because he's very technical.
So. Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people kind of peg Better Beef as this Ward Gotti type fighter. Yeah, he keep coming, but I hate to say it, he's far more skilled than Arturo Gotti and Mickey Ward. I mean, I think he's better than them cats, to be real, But I got Bivol winning. I think Bivol would outbox him.
Now, I will say this. Has Beaver faced the power that Better Beef has fought before? I don't think so.
We'll see.
I don't think that's my only thing.
I mean, it's not like Canelo was able to buzz him or nothing, So even though Canelo was moving up in weight, though,
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, Canelo can punch, but Canelo ain't strong enough to hurt most of them young uh dudes in that weight class that
But I mean,
stay in that weight class around that
hey, hey,
170.
he beat the Crusher. He stopped the
Man,
Crusher. So hey,
man, Crusher.
Crush is on his way out.
Yeah,
yeah,
and me
But
personally, I think he threw that fight because he needed
but
money
al-
because for
but
hitting that
also
girl.
for
Go
but
ahead.
also for Better Beef, let's not forget Anthony Yard should have beat Better Beef if he was in better condition. Anthony Yard was styling on Better Beef, but his gas tank was out.
Anthony
So
Yard hurt him.
yeah, Better Beef can be beat. I mean, they say he's a robot. They say the same thing about Herkovich. We saw what happened to him yesterday. So you know, that's why it'll make a great fight. It'll be for undisputed. So
And that's what it killed me, man. If Deontay Wilder, I know this is going off. If Deontay Wilder had, that's why, in my opinion, and I know he is known to just, he didn't want no tune-ups. He just wanted to go into the tough fights like Joseph Parker and Zhang, man. If he would have had two tune-up fights or something like that and got ready for Zhang, you know what I mean? I think I would have been more better, but I just think overall he was just it was time. But
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
um,
yeah,
but
I wanted him to get undisputed bad, and
me too.
that's my concern for Spence. Dude, you took a lot of punishment in that Crawford fight, and you just trying to jump straight away into this fight.
Exactly,
Man, come
exactly.
on, bro. Like, man, come on.
And Zhang been hurt bad before. Like
Yeah, and I mean, and the thing,
the Herkovich fight, like it was, I think the 8th round. A lot of people say he slipped. No, he slipped because Herkovich hit him like with a hard ass right and dropped him, and the referee counted as a slip. I was like, nah, that was from a punch, bro. That hurt Zane.
yeah,
So
bro.
so Zane can be hurt.
And,
He
hey,
there to
bro.
be hit, and that right hand was there all night last night. He just Deontay couldn't throw it.
Hey, somebody need to tell EJ that this fight with Fundora. I hate to say it.
yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
Fundora
Spence.
ain't no hope.
That's what I'm saying. I think Spence headed down the same road as Wilder, and he said this could be his last fight too. I don't know, bro. I think
Yeah,
Spence
yeah.
might be like Wilder. I hate to say it, but
Well, supposedly he's training with boots in this. So he gonna get some good sparring.
Yeah,
So we're gonna see. But regarding Wilder, it would have been good for him to get a tune up or touch up. But if your heart ain't in it, bro, it don't matter who you fight. You dig what I'm
man, that's
saying?
true too.
Not saying Wilder don't have his heart in it, but I mean like Wilder talking about retiring for the past 2 or 3 fights, and it don't matter if who he fighting. If you gunshot regardless, no matter who in the ring. So
Yeah, bro. You right, bro. But I wanted him to get undisputed so bad and
oh,
just say it.
bro, me too, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Me too. I wanted AJ's head on a mantle and for be undisputed, but unfortunately, the business of boxing allowed none of them
He
brothers to be
cheated, bro. He
undisputed,
cheated.
and they got Usyk undisputed. So that's how boxing. The business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing. They got what they
Yeah,
wanted. They got a white man being undisputed.
yeah,
That's all that matters
they
to
won
them.
it, man. Salute Big Reg, host of the Big Boy Talk. Y'all go salute that brother. That dude be talking about man topics, man. And I appreciate all your support, brother. But yeah, man, I wanted Water to spin around the block one more time. But man, it is
Yeah.
uh
I,
Father
I
Time's
wanted
undefeated.
I wanted Dillian White's head on the platter too.
he another one. I wanted him to
And
beat.
and 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 Mr. Olympia himself, Big Baby Miller. I wanted him too,
Oh, Big
Mr.
Dummy Miller. Yeah,
Olympia.
yeah,
I
Big
ain't gonna
Dummy Miller.
lie,
Yeah.
I would rather him. That should have been a tune-up fight for Wilder. I think him fighting Dylan White or somebody like that.
Yeah, no,
Man,
I think
we were just talking about Zane being 285, Big Greasy gonna be 330.
But like we said, it's time for him to retire, man. You go ahead and enjoy. But what
yeah.
was you about to say, Coach?
No, bro. I was just gonna say. I mean, I think Spence he needs to take this as a cautionary tale, and it just said how PBC really. At the end of the day, let's just be real. PBC failed both Spence and Wilder as far as I'm concerned. All that time out of the ring, it affected both of them. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, it did. It did. What did the great Marvin Hagler say? You know, it's hard to get out of the bed when sleeping on silk sheets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like perfect example is Conor McGregor. After Conor McGregor beat Floyd and got 100 million, he ain't been the same UFC fighter because he ain't got to fight no more. The reason why he started fighting because he was poor and he needed money. His girl was taking care of him. He ain't have shit. Now he worth over 100 million, got his own liquor. He ain't got that same energy no more. It happens. It happens, you know. So
yeah,
it ain't just Wilder. It happened to. What happened to all them dudes?
Yeah, all of them, man,
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But let's move on, man. Yeah, that Queen, I ain't gonna lie, Queens, I picked Matchroom, but the Queensberry side showed up for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a good card. Either way, I enjoyed watching boxing, even though my boy Deontay didn't win. Forget Eddie Hearn winning. Fuck all that. I ain't care. Everybody on Matchroom lost. I wanted Deontay Wilder to win. But anyway, welcome to the NBA, Caitlin Clark. Now this topic is about basically Caitlin Clark. A lot of people complaining about Caitlin Clark getting fouled, roughed up. And the point guard of the Chicago Sky, Kennedy Carter, says, "I'd rather you hate me." Basically, she don't give a damn, and she'll do it again. She was the one that pushed Caitlin Clark down, and Caitlin Clark acting like she was shot by a sniper. But yeah, and that's the right. Everybody had to go through it, man. Everybody had to go through it, man. And shoot, Angel Reese got freaking almost. She got her feet taken out of her from under her one game, and she went her back of her head like bounced off the damn court, and she got back up. And when she did the interview after the game, she was like, "It is what it is. These girls out here ain't gonna give it to me easy." But you see, I ain't gonna lie, some black folks in there acting like, oh, they picking on the girl and everything. No, bro, like it's just part of the game. And
Shannon Sharpe, one of them.
Yep, Shannon Sharpe, one of them. And you hear stories. Y'all remember the Open Court a couple of years ago? I love that series. You hear Charles Barkley. I remember Charles Barkley said a story about him being in the NBA rookie, and then this player named Maurice Lucas, old school player, basically hit him. He said it hurt, but like one of the veterans on his team, Moses Malone, like he said hit his ass back, and Charles Barkley run down the court, elbowed the shit out of Maurice Lucas, and then Maurice Lucas said, "Oh, man, you got me, bro. You got me, young fella. Just wanted to see what you was made of." So this shit been here, man. Women in the men's NBA, like they gonna see what you made of. You supposed to be some of the best. A lot of people say you the best female player in the world right now. Shit, a lot of the females that's in the NBA, a lot of them had the same crown placed out on them coming from high school and college. So a lot of them gonna be like, okay, we gonna see. So they come. It's just the nature of the game. What starting with Coach? What's your opinion on this topic?
Man, I know it's the WNBA versus the NBA, but she definitely couldn't have played in the 80s. Because guess what? Them bad boys pistols was knocking stuff off. And she has to understand there's a lot of animosity and jealousy towards her and Angel Reese. I think Angel Reese is more understanding of what she's up against, and she's willing to, you know. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's two sides to it. One side of it is that basically since her arrival, you know, these other women, they got to upgrade in terms of, they're no longer flying commercial, but they're getting charter flights. They eating better, they living better. So the other female in the WNBA, the other female players should be appreciative of it. But at the same token, you being placed on the pedestal, you got to understand. Guess what? They're gunning for you. If you got the crown on your head, guess what? They're trying to knock it off. So hey, you got to be ready for the smoke. So at the end of the day, hey, she can put up big girl draws on, and she need to be ready for the smoke.
Facts. Jada Six said her teammates didn't do or haven't been doing anything after the foul. She's been getting. That's my issue, especially Leah Boston. You know what? That's been going on with teams ain't that good. Even though they beat Chicago Sky last night. Last night. Or the night before last. It was Friday or Saturday they played. I can't remember. It was a good game. But with teams that aren't that good, you can remember the teams like the Atlanta Hawks before Dominique Wilkins. Those teams like that, if they get in the fight, ain't nobody gonna come to help because dudes just buying their time. This squad ain't good, or the Clippers of old. If a brawl
Now,
breaks out,
hold up,
maybe
now,
one or two.
Kevin Willis wasn't ducking no smoke now.
Maybe one or two may help, but you know what I mean. The majority ain't claiming to be. They're like, man, I hear you, but I'm just saying the majority ain't claiming to be. Man, I'm about to probably be cut in the middle of the season, man. I ain't gonna make the team next year. I ain't about to fight for you. But yeah, that's just the nature of the game, man. That's just the nature of the game. JB, what is your opinion on this?
I mean, she got to get her lumps like everybody else. She's the savior of the women's basketball, WNBA, and her and Andrew Reese. You don't think them veterans that's been there, that's been trying to carry the torch, trying to get motherfuckers to watch WNBA, is sick of that? So if they get a chance, they gonna knock the shit out of them. I mean, same thing with we're mostly of HBCU and college football, NFL podcasts. Same thing with football. Some of these football players. You don't think that Caleb Williams ain't gonna get a couple of cheap shots this season? Some of these defensive players, especially some of these defensive players that thought they should have been drafted number one or something like that. Yeah, they're gonna knock the shit out of them. Same principle here. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
My thing is she gonna get better. She's gonna get better. She's not on a very good team. They did win. It was last night that they played against Angel Reese's team. They won by 1 point. It was a very good game. But other than that, man, everybody just babying this girl, man. And she don't need to be babied.
Yeah, but like Jada Six said, now your teammates. I agree. You getting your lumps, but your teammates don't sit there and just watch now. Show you a team. You know what I mean?
Maybe her teammates is sick of her.
Damn. Okay. All right. Big Joe, what's your opinion on this?
I like it. I like that she's getting put through the fire because she's no different than anybody else. Now, social media is running wild and running to protect Caitlin Clark and running to, say y'all should be appreciative of her. If it wasn't for her, y'all still be eating poking beans, and all that kind of shit. Well, all the other girls say shit. I'm a goddamn professional too. I go through the drills. I've been through the ropes. Shit. I'm a professional. What makes this girl better than me? And since y'all hyping her up so much, I want to see it. So now every team, every WNBA team, they gonna mark the Indiana Fever on their calendar because they want to see how good this girl really is. Because y'all done disrespected Diana Taurasi, y'all disrespected Cheryl Swoops, y'all disrespected Cheryl Miller by saying that Caitlin Clark is the best women's player ever. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of the ladies, they're gonna take offense to that. These girls are athletes. They dogs too, just like men, just like a man. If you see a guy who's supposed to be that alpha, you're gonna go challenge him and see how alpha he really is. Women's sports ain't no different. So, and we ain't gonna act like Caitlin Clark is innocent. Since college, she been popping her shit off, doing the "you can't see me" stuff, pushing everybody else. She pop off too now. She ain't out there just shooting up threes and saying, "Oh well, that was a good shot. I made it." No, she's popping off too, saying, "Yeah, I made that shot, bitch." She doing all that stuff. She ain't no different. So now she's getting the same smoke that she's been giving everybody else in college. Now everybody complaining. The whole Angel Reese, "you can't see me" thing on Caitlin Clark is response to her doing it to everybody else. So these WNBA players are saying, "Okay, you supposed to be the GOAT. We gonna see." And she's taking her lumps like everybody else. Like Coach brought up the bad boy Pistons. Shit, they were knocking Michael Jordan out the sky. Michael Jordan was on the floor holding his head. Michael Jordan had to get into the gym because of the bad boy Piston. So my advice to Caitlin Clark is get your ass in that gym and we'll see how you do next year. But other than that, you ain't no different than everybody else.
Facts. And I kind of say her team don't like her ass either. They move out the way and let them beat her ass. That's hilarious. JC, if that's the case, then trade her to the Aces now so they can become this era version of the Houston Comets. Okay. Anthony Bolton said, like I said before, Angel Reese, the only reason I know about Caitlin Clark, Reese is fine too. She's one of the best defenders and offensive rebounders already. And I want to see Angel Reese in the thong. He's stupid.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
And if Caitlin Clark was so good, why is the Indiana Fever 2-8? Why are they fifth in their division? Because I remember a guy by name LeBron James. He was hyped up to the max, and he went to the playoffs I don't know how many times. So you supposed to be the best women's player ever. That's what everybody else said. Your team shouldn't be 2-8, and you should only have 11 points the other day. You should be leading your team in scoring, but everybody leaving that out because Poe Bambi got bumped by a black sister, and now everybody's saying it's racist. Everybody's picking on Caitlin. So hey, whatever.
Hilarious, man. It's true though. Coach, did you go?
I did.
Okay. All right, brother Brent. What's your opinion on this?
Well, I think it just correlates back to this is supposed to be a white woman dominating a predominantly black sport.
You sound far away, brother.
All right, hang on.
Well, you sound like, boy, you're another dimension.
All right, how about now? Y'all hear me a little bit better now?
Just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was trying to mention was supposed to be a story of a white hero dominating a black sport. It's not turning out that way, and people are upset about it. That's all it breaks down to me. As far as her teammates not being supportive, there's something going on in their locker room that's not getting out right now. It'll probably leak out in the future. Like, if you have any respect or any reverence for a teammate, you're not gonna let that particular teammate get hit like that and not do nothing about it. So there's
Like
something else.
JD6 said, yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
But yeah, that's all it breaks down to, man. The white straight is not looking like she needs help, and now everybody's mad at the big black people pushing her around. But I mean, you gotta pay your dues, so it don't do nothing for me. I pay your dues. You can't just stroll in here and think that she's gonna take over the league and everybody's gonna get out the way. These other women have been doing this professionally, like the Joe and other brothers and sisters from the WBC point. Um, they've been doing this for years and haven't got no shine or no accolades from it. So yeah, if you're supposed to be a person or whatever, then yeah, that real competition gonna come out. That animosity gonna come out. You've got to be able to handle that. It's not on them to try to temper themselves for you. It's for you to be able to handle whatever they bring. That's a big part of being a professional. So that's what I got on that, man. You gotta pay your dues, man. I ain't got no sympathy for.
That's true. That's true. Gotta pay your dues, man. Yeah, JD6 said in my era, he said he only 27. And Brianna Stewart is one of my WNBA goats. Yeah, she balling.
I mean, it's me on Draymond Green, but now everybody's saying the NFL should have a Draymond Green on their team. It's funny how that works, though, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious, man. But she's gonna improve, man. I just don't like the coddling, like the brothers on the panel said. But she's gonna be all right. I gotta talk about it, man, before we get out of here, man. And shout out to Hendo and the Roll Pie, and Sister Yolanda and Rodney. They talked about this on this show. I didn't create a slide for it on my slideshow, but we gonna just talk about it cold turkey. Okay, just raw. Did y'all hear about Shilo Sanders having to file for bankruptcy? Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So supposedly this is basically just in the short version, right? So basically, more than a couple of years ago, I think he was still in college. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it was in high school. I think it was in high school.
Yeah, high school. So
basically,
he was told to put his phone away, and Deion Sanders, Deion Sanders hired like a security guard type dude or somebody to look after Shilo, and the dude told him to put the phone up, and he didn't, and he tried to take the phone away from Shilo. Shilo ended up, I guess, piecing him up or something like that, and
piecing up a student or the security guy?
The security guard, or the dude that's supposed to be looking after Shilo.
Okay.
And basically, him doing that caused the security guard to have like permanent injuries. So now, Shilo Sanders is being sued. The security guard's lawyer is continuing with the lawsuit and has processed it. And I think he's going after Deion too. So I know what we said about Deion the last show, but I cannot avoid it. What do y'all brothers think about that? Deion should have been there for his son, or because from what I'm hearing, Deion washed his hands of it when it first happened. Deion was like, You shouldn't have put your hands on the security guard. That's what I'm hearing. Those who've got better light on in the chat, please let me know. I'm not like Shannon. If I'm saying something wrong or off, a little off, I will allow myself to be corrected. But a lot of people like why wasn't Dion Coach Prime with a little bit more involved? Any did any of you brothers got more insight on that or hear about that?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't care.
Damn.
Yeah, from what I understood, he was at the school, and then this was when Coach had his school back here in Dallas. Um, yeah, I think he was told to put his phone away by the security guard at the school, but of course he didn't do it. The security guard tried to reach in and uh, make him put his phone up, and that's when all the commotion happened. But yeah, I think the security guard had like neck issues or something like that, and had wound up suing him like shortly after that. It's just the legal process is very long, so it's just now kind of surfaced out because of Shilo filing for bankruptcy. But yeah, that's been he put that lawsuit out on them like years ago, like 6 7 years ago, I believe.
That's the same thing JB said. Kind of. He said when he embraced that drug cheat, lying Ryan, I don't give a f about the Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely understand. But if it's something that's been ongoing, the media, come on now. The media is just trying to pile it on. But don't get me wrong. I meant what I said about Dion. I meant what I said. But I was just seeing if y'all brothers heard that. I got more insight. So Brent, brother, thank you. But I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was doing a little soft read on it. Yeah, and I guess I guess the security guard he sustained severe and permanent injuries, including a broken neck, damage to his cervical spine, permanent neurological injuries, and irreversible um incontinence. So it sounds like Shiloh whooped his ass. When it sound like so,
That
well
would sound like.
he is a hard hitting safety, so he can thump. So the reason why Shiloh had to file for bankruptcy because Shiloh never received the notice. So the guy sued Shiloh, the lawyer, and this happened in 2022. Shiloh never received the notice to go to court. With him not going to court, ended up being a default judgment in order of the victim, and Shiloh has to pay him $11.89 million. So with him filing for
You cut out, Joe. I think somebody trying to call him.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, well, where you lose me at?
You was going into the article you was reading.
What part?
11 point.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So he because he didn't show up to court, the judgment went to the victim. He got $11.8 million. So obviously, Shiloh filing for bankruptcy to protect his assets. Donald Trump has done it at least 10, 15 times. I mean, this is what you got to do. You file for bankruptcy to protect everything you got, so it don't get garnished and taken away from you. So, so I think that with Dion and everybody hugging Ryan Garcia, all I gotta say is good luck, nigga.
Good luck, man.
Oh, hey, Joe. So, quick legal question. So, when the bankruptcy is actually filed, it protects you against like legal settlements too. Did I go out?
No, we can.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Big
I
Joe,
got.
did you hear Brent Fox question? Joe had to go on mute for a little bit.
Oh, okay. This man might be calling back. Might be
Oh,
calling.
what's going on, bro? I'm sorry. What's going on?
Oh, I had a quick legal question for you. Um, so if there's a bankruptcy filed, that protects also against like legal settlement. Like if somebody sues you or whatever, and you file bankruptcy, that means that they can't get to their money despite the despite the legal ruling.
Um, yeah, if you can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
if you so even though he's awarded 11.89 million or whatever, of course, he didn't show up to court, so he got that judgment against him. He filed for bankruptcy to protect his assets. Now he can, maybe try to go into a settlement, but I don't know how seriously he's taking this case. I don't know if he's like, man, I ain't paying him, whatever, but he could still try to go for a settlement. I'm sure some boosters got $12 million laying around and maybe could help him out with, but it depends on how serious he wants this to go away, but um $12 million ain't nothing to sneeze at, and I'm sure the lawyer is going to keep attacking Shiloh because he want his cut of that 12 million too. So so I'm sure that lawyer ain't working for free. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But hey, Brian Garcia paying for girl BBLs, maybe he got 12 million for you.
Yep, there you go.
Facts, man. So good luck with that, man. Y'all, good luck with that. But fellas, man, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Good show, good cooking. Uh, Coach 67, let everybody know where they can meet you and see you.
You can catch me at Coach 67 Sports TV on all social media platforms. I do, just pretty much promote my YouTube channel on the other social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, X, which is formerly known as Twitter, on all those platforms. However, I'm primarily on here on YouTube. And I talked about having a big announcement coming up pretty soon. Where I'm getting ready to start my own 7-on-7. So y'all look out for on my YouTube channel for not only Southern University content with my brother Jared O'Level Green, SWAT content with my brother, but I'm also gonna have some 7-on-7 content because we started our own 7-on-7 team. But I appreciate everybody that came through that's been showing us love. Y'all have a blessed, phenomenal evening. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Y'all have a blessed, phenomenal work week. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace and blessings to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother Brent, let everybody know where they can meet you and see you.
All right. I'm primarily on YouTube on Thursdays, but it's changed from Thursdays last weekend on YouTube for the It's Just Me hosted by Brent Fox show. Um, I cover, of course, football and boxing content for the most part, but there are some other topics that I probably will delve into in the future. Thank you so much for having me on, by the way, brother. I appreciate it.
Man, thank you for hopping on, man. And for the days that you couldn't, thank you for supporting. I appreciate y'all, all y'all. Uh, LDBC Business, Big Joe. Let everybody know where they can meet you and see you, brother.
Oh man, you can find me on all LDBC platforms supporting the brothers and the sisters. The mighty LDBC. Salute to all the brothers on the panel. Salute to JB, Coach Jared, brother Brent Fox. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Y'all have a blessed week. You know what I mean? Y'all Take care of your family, fellas. Father's Day is coming up, 6/16. So just letting y'all know Father's Day is coming up. It's a couple weeks away, and I gotta do this for the one time. I ain't seen nobody do it in a while. So in honor of our brother Deontay Wilder, Bomb Squad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. Awesome. Thank y'all, man. Thank you, Condo and Big Red. Thank y'all, all y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all. JB, I appreciate you, man, being there, supporting behind closed doors. Appreciate you, man.
No problem, man.
All right. Well, this was another installment of the Southern Baller Show. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Y'all be easy.